Hi guys, Evans with a Z111 here today, and I'm bringing you a video on a game that's a little bit different from what I usually do. This game is called ARK. It is a point-and-click adventure game similar to those such as Broken Sword or Myst or whatever your style is. I am going to compare it to Broken Sword because that is a big game from my childhood that I played loads with my family, weirdly enough, and enjoyed the hell out of it. And it does remind me a lot of that in terms of how you walk around, in terms of the dialogue, in terms of the story, in terms of item interaction and character interaction. That is what I'm going to be comparing this game to. However, I will also show you a game, and I will acknowledge it as a standalone game.
Do you believe in destiny? Or are we just prisoners of a random universe of cruel coincidences and bad luck? Blaine wasn't supposed to be anything more than a good time. A laugh and a tumble with no strings attached and no small print. Like so many things in my life, it wasn't that simple. It never is. My goodness. One look at the state of my room and I can tell I had a hell of a good time last night. Well, the state of my room, the tangle of bed sheets, and the pounding headache. At least I think I had a good time. I hope I had a good time. What I can remember of it was definitely a good time.
Okay, so there's the introduction of the game, and don't get me wrong, this game isn't about trying to find out who the hell you fucked last night. As much as that is a story plot point, there is much more going for it. Now, the game just works as you walk around your room and interact with certain objects, and if you click on them, you get character's opinion on things. Very standard point-and-click adventure game, but it's done well. You can see the graphical style of the game. It's pretty unique. It has a unique aesthetic, and just to get some background knowledge of this game, it was funded on Kickstarter, and it's coming out in episodes. This is currently episode 1. Episode 2 is also out, however, there are going to be future episodes, so there's going to be more content for the game. So you can just move the mouse around and interact with certain items, like if I click the trace of clothing.
I suppose another woman would be full of regret right now. The only thing that I'm regretting is that I can't remember his name.
Yep, very, very classy as you see. So this is the beginning of the game. Obviously, there's not going to be too many puzzle elements. You just basically need to get your clothes. Obligatory flashback sequence.
Shit! I'm late for Reitherman's class and he's handing out the final assignments today. I can get weepy with nostalgia later. Ambar, good morning! Wait for me while I get sorted, okay? That's me, Alicia von Volish. The brilliant, beautiful troublemaker with the criminal record. I was going to be a cop, follow in the family footsteps. Joined the academy, was on the fast track for promotion, success, and then it all came crashing down. I opened my locker one day. This sphere rolls off the shelf and into my hand. Looked like it was made of gold. Before I had a chance to say anything, I was under arrest. I was being questioned. I was being accused of theft and treason. And hell, I think they threw in kicking the commissioner's pet cat. I was given a choice. I could fight to prove my innocence, or I could quit the academy and never speak about it again. So I quit, and figured if I can't fight crime as a cop, I'll tell the truth as a journalist. Which meant going back to school. And that is why I'm late for class. Aren't you glad you asked?
So basically, tropes aside, there is the initial setup of the plot of the game. There's plenty going for it in terms of mystery and all things like that, which is essential in a point-and-click adventure game, where the story is pretty much what carries the game. You're not going to be too entertained playing, and most of the actual gameplay entertainment comes from working out puzzles and things like that. But as I said, this is just the beginning, so don't expect too much of that right now. You can obviously interact with other objects in order to see their thoughts, and you get the immature female protagonist, who personally has actually kind of grown on me, like if I interact with the intercom.
Hello? Hello?
So it's tongue-in-cheek humour, I guess, in that sense. And the character isn't the most sensible of people, but she's intelligent somewhat, and she has her motives. She's a fairly well-developed character, is the best way I can put it. However, obviously she's not the most intelligent woman. Like, if I click on the dog bowl...
Ambar? Where are you?
She's right there.
Where
Like,
are you?
the way this happens is, before Amber comes out of the bathroom, if you just click on the dog bowl, then she says that, 'cause she doesn't know where Amber is, but for some reason
Ambar?
she still
Where
says
are
it
you?
afterwards. So there are a
Amber?
few bugs in the game, I
Where
will
are you?
acknowledge that, but I mean, being a crowdfunded Kickstarter project, it's not being made by a huge studio with a huge budget or anything like that, but I will continue with the game and show you a bit more before ending my impressions of it and I guess seeing what you guys think of it. Obviously, if you haven't gathered already, the area or the setting is a university campus, but it does have its sci-fi elements like the spaceships flying around and there's lots of highly developed technology.
How are you today?
I have the mother of all hangovers. I'm running late for class. I've somehow lost my roommate, and I'm having a dangerously difficult time trying to remember everything I did last night. And what I can remember involves a lot of alcohol and not very many clothes. But other than that, I'm doing great.
Now, that's not the Alicia Van Volish I know. Or have heard of, at least. Know by hearing. Hear known. That's not a word, is it?
As you can see, the sense of humour is very hit and miss. Personally, I like it, but I can understand why people wouldn't like it. Now, here's the first sort of personal, I guess, side objective of the game. There was mention of her roommate, and her roommate is currently in the fast food bar. And there's basically a little side objective of waking her up.
Run by one of my only friends, the rather impressive Frankie. This is his bar. The decor and the tunes rain nostalgia, but the smell coming from the kitchen of burgers on the grill will snap you cruelly back into the present. Nuno? Nuno!
I say waking her up. I do remember it's a him.
Is asleep at your counter?
Iron Liver here? I understand that as you had company in your shared apartment of an intimate nature, he decided to camp out here till the all clear came. He had a glass of juice, a shot of vodka, and passed out.
Iron liver sounds more like glass liver.
That's Nuno. No liver, but all heart.
So here's your first dialogue option in the game. You can ask either about the person you slept with last night, or inquire about Nuno himself. So I will be curious about the guy who I met with last night. If I'm correct, the bartender remembers absolutely fuck all.
I've got to ask him some questions. Frankie, how can I wake him up?
In his state, you'll need the Corpse Reviver.
The corpse reviver?
The Corpse Reviver can rouse the almost dead, Alicia. A unique blend of ingredients that counteracts the effects of alcohol in even the most desperate cases. You get me the right ingredients, I can mix it up for you.
What are the ingredients?
You need something that'll warm him up. Something that'll wake him up. Something that purifies him. Something that'll give him goosebumps.
He hadn't had a drink before he stopped in here?
You're kidding. He's such a lightweight, he'd fall over if you breathed on him.
Okay, got it. We'll talk about him later.
So there we go. There's the gender ambiguous Nuno, which is a side quest which I still haven't worked out how to do. I know there's a bottle of Tabasco sauce here, and I can take that and get it in my inventory. I don't know why Frankie the bartender just minds me stealing it, but if I go in my inventory, there's Tabasco sauce, and the problem is I can't actually use it on Nuno. Like, I can use it on the jukebox, not 100% sure why I would want to do that. I can't use it on Frankie or Nuno though, so this side quest I am still unsure of how to do it. I can also talk to Frankie and get some meals, which if, there we go, it's this dialogue option. Then he can give me either the full works, or, no, he can either give me the full or the works. Now, I'll get the full, and I get this little animation of the lovely, charming breakfast. Or I can go for the works, which, as you can see, is another beautiful, very, very similar breakfast. And of course I can inquire in that again, tongue in cheek, I can say they're the same thing, and
They are not. full comes with cheese, lettuce, tomato, and onion. You get it with the wax. You get everything I've got in the kitchen on it. I mean everything.
So I won't complain at free food, but then I have now got those in my inventory. I figure, again, this is something to do with waking Juno up, but, oh, Juno, Yuno,
I don't think
whatever, yeah, Nuno even. There's so many different names ending in Uno, it's alright if I get confused, but again, I'm still not 100% sure how to wake him/her up. So this side objective is currently a mystery to me, and I am actually, I started at the beginning of the game, so I don't spoil too much of a story for you if you want to play the game yourself, but I have been to the university, I have talked to my professor and everything like that, so I'll show you a bit more of the game, you can see a bit more of the environments, and the artwork itself is really good, I am liking it.
closed.
As you can see, the female protagonist is very similar to Sherlock Holmes, so you may have personal gripes against that.
Hey, what are you doing bringing your pet in here?
Since when can't I bring my pet in here?
Who says I was talking to you?
So now I'm at the university campus, and I can, again, buy even more stuff. So there's Skunk Cola, Skunk Unancy, and Super Skunk. I think I will personally go for the Super Skunk.
Super Skunk.
And
The
again,
cleanse?
even more free food/drinks, because I've now got that in my inventory. Again, I get the impression that this is part of the quest to wake Nuno up. However, I'm still not 100% sure how to do it, so there are your beginning puzzle elements of the game. You may also notice the character portraits to the right, where you can click on them and basically either drag them over to people so that they talk about them.
You wouldn't happen to know Officer Bulletseye, the one who works in the residential zone?
Yes. He studied here a couple of years ago. Nothing remarkable.
So, as you can see, there's a lot of dialogue options. The writers and the script writers have done a really good job with this game. And you can talk, oh my god, that character's called William. He shares my name. I now have a lot more respect for this game. But you can talk about lots of different things that you want to and gather research on the world and the characters and everything like that. Also, you may notice this thing is familiar. Obviously, it is a guest appearance from Breaking Bad, everyone's favourite TV show. Now, I'm going to go over to my very, very angry and slightly intimidating college professor or university professor who is right here.
Oh, hell.
Miss Van Volish, you're late.
I'm sorry. I got here as soon as I could. It's just a couple of minutes.
Just a couple of minutes. Well, unfortunately, every second counts. I've already given out all of the topics for the final articles. I'm afraid there's nothing left.
What? But if you don't give me a topic, I can't do the assignment and you'll fail me. You've got a pile of articles left. Any of them will do as a topic.
Yes, I do, but that is not the point. You were late, Miss Van Volish. If I make an exception for you, how will that look to your classmates? You had your chance like everyone else.
I'm the best student in the program. You know it and I know it. I've got recommendations and compliments on my work from everyone but you. Everyone knows my reporting is outstanding. Everyone knows I'm a better reporter than you ever were. How is it going to look when I fail because you didn't cut me 2 minutes of slack?
Yes, you are a brilliant natural talent. You're also a spoiled, arrogant, selfish little brat and a convicted criminal. I will not allow you to soil the profession that I love. I've been waiting for a chance to get rid of you, and you've just given it to me, Alicia. Your deadline is tonight, and you must turn in your piece on one of the approved topics by then. Something you will not be able to do, as you have no means of acquiring one of the topics among those approved by the headship this year. So, good luck.
So there is our jerk of a professor, token
Maybe
antagonist.
saying that everyone knows I'm a better reporter than he is was pushing it. But, 1, it's true, and 2, he's an asshole. So, yes, maybe I shouldn't have treated him with the contempt that he so clearly deserved all these years. But that doesn't make what he's doing right. He's got me cornered. And if I don't want him to get away with this, I need one of those approved topics for the assignment.
If I try and go in again. Then if I try and go in again, he's back. Somehow he has a drink. Then again. 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 And 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 there's enough gameplay of Ark for you for one day. If you like games like Broken Sword, then this is probably the game for you. I am honestly, like, the first impressions of the game may have not rubbed off on you as well as it did with me, but I am probably going to play through the rest of this game, because I am actually curious about the story, and obviously the character has some very weird things going on with her. That wasn't even intentional, but holy shit. I'm going to be playing through the game because I am actually curious about the story. The main character is a journalist, which I like to see in video games because I too want to be a journalist. However, I'm not quite sure I'm willing to go through a sex change in order to do it, or become a convicted criminal, so my life will not be as exciting. But this has been my gameplay of ARK, my first impressions, and I certainly do recommend it if you like games like Broken Sword and classic point-and-click adventures. It feels like a very decent modern take on them. So, this has been me.
To be at the top of the stairs.
This has been.
Professor Reitherman had it moved closer to his office because, and I quote,
This has been.
it should be near the most important person on this floor.
This has been me, Evans with Z111. Please leave a rating if you enjoyed the video, and let me know if you're interested in ARK. If you want to buy this game, it will be in the description. What is going on with her legs? Holy shit. This is me, Evans with Z111 out. Peace.